Hey y'all, it's Amanda with Tap Mom and the Bake Brigade. I hope everybody's having a good Friday night. Yeah, before midnight. It's still Friday. It's been a day. It's been a day. We've had some adventure around here. And you're hearing, if you can hear that in the background, that's the washer and dryer. I'm doing laundry because we're under heat advisories here in Shreveport, Louisiana, where I'm at. Welcome to some new subscribers. I noticed I had a few more, so thank you for that. Those of you that subscribed, those of you that keep coming back and watching it aren't subscribed, it's free to subscribe. The join button is actually for channel memberships. If you're on a mobile device, you would probably have to go to a browser and get to YouTube and do it on a browser. It won't let you do it in the app. There is a link in the description if you want to go and become a channel member. They start at 99 cents all the way up to $9.99. Just like, you know, but I know I have a lot of folks that watch me that aren't subscribed because that's what the analytics tell me. But that's okay, because I do appreciate those of you that are subscribed and keep coming back and watching my stuff. I appreciate that very much. So I'm going to show you some stuff that I finished. Well, a couple things that are sort of finished, and a new project that, of course, I had to start something new. I wouldn't be me. I mean, I just finished the other top. What do I need to do? Start a new top. As if that one wasn't a nightmare. It might have come out cute, but it was a rocky road getting there. But I did finish Eva's hat. This is made out of Malabrigo Arroyo in the color Wells Road. It's not a 3-weight. It's somewhere between a 2 and a 3. It's a sport weight yarn. So I had to kind of play with my stitches to get it to this point, because it's so much thinner. So because I couldn't just I couldn't just do it like this one in 4-weight. You know, this one is, you know, this is kind of my own spin on the beret. I wanted it to fit a certain way, because I like to wear mine kind of slouchy on the back of my head, like so. You know, that's best with my glasses. But this is how I like to wear this one. You know, and this is what I was really aiming for with hers. But cause see, if you had like a little bun or something, you could tuck it up underneath there, and that would be super cute, right? Well, I don't know that this is going to fit her the same. My hair's coming back curly, y'all. It's coming back though. It's rebounding. So all the literature and stuff that I read about weight loss surgery, and when you get toward, you know, get on the other half, you know, toward your year mark, your hair starts growing back in. Of course, and I've been taking hair, skin, and nails vitamins every day, so that helps too. But anyhow, back to the hat. So this is how that looks there. But she has a rather smallish head, like I think 18.5 inches or something like that. Mine is more closer to 23, like 22 and something. So that's why this little opening here is so small. And well, she's only 4'11" herself. So, but this is done. When I'm gonna hand wash her cardigan made out of the same yarn, and then I'll get that ready for hopefully next weekend. So there's some good news there. I was able to nail my oldest son down and talk to him a little bit about the tires on the van. And apparently the front 2 tires are the worst tires, and those are the ones that I really need to look at replacing. That back left tire is old, but still got good tread. So, and he also told me about a used tire place that I'm going to go check out this coming week when we get paid. So, so the plan is to get the tires this coming week, and then go next weekend and visit with Eva and take her birthday presents and such. So that's my plan anyway. Hopefully, good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. That'll happen, because I miss seeing her. I wish I could go out every weekend. I really do. I probably would if I could go out every weekend. But this is her accompanying hat to her cardigan. I did the Premier right here. I got one right here. This yarn that I just got in earlier, a week or so ago. This yarn here. okay, worked up into this square. Now, I did think about doing this as, you know, adding another cake and having it be a baby blanket, but then I remembered babies have tiny little feet, toes and fingers, and these are a bunch of holes that they could put their fingers and stuff in, and I'm not so sure thin yarn is the way to go as far as all these. I would worry, because I'm a worrywart. I'd worry about them getting their little toes and fingers stuck in these little holes and then having a problem. So I'm going to make a baby blanket, but probably not in this yarn. I have another blue yarn. I have the Schitt's Creek yarn in baby blue. I have several skeins of that, lots of that, and it's really, really nice yarn. And so I'm going to use that to do the baby blanket with, and it will be just a, you know, one solid color. I don't think I have any white in that. I have some darker blue. I might mix it up with some darker blue, you know, just to kind of give it, because I really don't like making something all one color. I don't like it at all. I have to have some stripes. I have to have something to break up the color, because I get bored. I get bored really easily with that kind of thing. Put this back in its little, well, that's kind of a, I don't know. I'll have to get a Ziploc bag for these. But this I have a plan for, but it's probably going to be some sort of top that requires squares, you know, like this will be this way, you know, half like that, and then maybe a square in the middle, 2 squares on each shoulder, and a big square in the front, and a big square in the back, and something, I don't know, I will figure it out. I want to make the squares first, and I did buy that that cream colored, that ivory colored anti-peel from Hobby Lobby to go with this. So it will, this might be my Christmas sweater, because I like the blue, icy blue colors for winter. I do. I like the icy blue colors for Christmas. I'm not a traditional kind of person. I don't much care for green and red together for Christmas, traditional Christmas stuff. That just doesn't appeal to me at all. But the wintry blue of this does appeal to me very much. So yes, something like that, because this is making a thicker, you know, a more denser fabric than I had anticipated. Because it's 3 weight, I was thinking it wouldn't be so dense, but it is. So it's got some weight to it. So it's not going to be the light top that I thought it would make, but that's okay. I am using a 5mm hook with this, because it's, you know, it's a nice 3. It's not like a thin 3. It's not sport weight, so you can use a 5mm no problem. Let's see. I did finish, I got to go back and tuck some ends, of course, but I did finish the back panel to Kayla's cardigan. So this is where I ended with that. So each of the solid colors I repeat twice. So this like this pale pink, it starts with the pale pink, then the variegated turquoise, variegated purple, variegated hot pink, variegated pale pink, variegated, and then turquoise, variegated purple, you know. So each color, each of the solid colors is in here twice. So what I'm gonna do when I start the front panels is I'm going to do the same exact, if I think I have enough yarn to do that, but I'm going to try to, you know, mimic the way I have this on the back, so that when I seam it all together, it looks, you know, intentional. So it will, you know, look more symmetric. I know that she doesn't care, but it's not going to leave my house and look, you know, cockeyed. It's not. Just not gonna happen. It's gonna look symmetric and like it, you know, like all that was intentional. So there you go. What else? Oh yeah, the new top. I was watching a tutorial last night that Tiffany Hansen crochet. I forget exactly how her channel name is out, but her name's Tiffany Hansen. She's got lots of great tutorials. She's very knowledgeable, and she has great videos. I started watching a tutorial for a top that she made. I don't know how old the tutorial was. It's just something that came up in a search I did, and I liked the way she did the bottom of the panel, but then she started with them triple crochets. Tapped out. Triple crochets really kill my wrist. So, and she was doing one after another, after another, after another, and I was like, no, 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 no. No. Not doing it. Because that's wrapping your yarn around your hook twice, and then, it's okay to, if you're like doing it to make something square, you know, you're squaring something off at the top, like if you got a ripple blanket and you're squaring it off and you might need a triple to get that height, you know, that's one thing. But to do it over and over again, row after row after row, oh no, my wrist would fall slap off. No, 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 no. But I did like the way she did the bottom of it, because she did this front post, three front post, 3 back post, 3 front post, 3 back post. And so this is how she did the ribbing for the bottom of the top. She did it for like 9 rows. I don't remember how many I did here, but this is what we got to start. Now it is looking a little cattywampus. Is that a word? Yes, it is a word. Cattywampus. Anyway, it's looking like that, but I will figure that out. I will figure that out. I may end up throwing in a single crochet row just to line it back up, and then do, you know, start this again. But I'm thinking I'm going to have to do a row of single crochets just to get some structure in here, because it's like I said, it's wobbly, it's dippy, and you know, and it looks bizarre right now. But I think I might throw in a row of single crochets to give it some structure. Then I might feel a little bit better about it. But this is totally from my brain. And this is the same stitch that I used in the friendship shawl, that double V stitch. Super easy. 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. Really, that's how I roll. But yeah, I think I'm gonna just do a single crochet row or something to give myself some structure. I got 3 rows here. I'm probably gonna do that when I get to an even number of rows, and then I'll do a row of solid stitches just to kind of give it some structure, and then I'll continue on up as long as I need it to get from my waist to my shoulders. And yes, this is too wide. I know it's too wide. I know it's gonna be too big. It's oversized boho style, okay? Work with me here. Work with me. But I'm in a mood, because we had an issue with the plumbing. Our bathtub has not been draining properly. It's been taking all day to drain after someone takes a shower. And so Will took it upon himself, because it was still not drained when he got home from my shower at like 11:30 this morning, and it was, you know, 5 in the evening, and he wanted a shower, so he went on and showered. But by then, it was even worse, and so he got in there and started messing around with things. And there's this little weird looking thing in the closet, in the hallway closet behind the bathtub. There's this little thing on the floor, a little metal disc looking thing, something to do with plumbing. I'm not a plumber. I don't know what it's called. But apparently it's been leaking around the edge. And so last night I took a picture of it where you could obviously see wet around it, and sent it to my landlord. I said, this is a problem. I said that to him last night and talked to him about the tub not draining properly. And, you know, what you gonna do about it? So today, when Will decided he was going to try to fix it, he got the plunger and at the drain in the tub, and all HE double hockey sticks broke loose. Let me tell you, water just come pouring out of that little thing in the hallway. It went in Will's room, then it went to the living room, all the way to the front door. I mean, it just water. And Will's like, Mom! You 31 years old. Be a man. No, that's okay. So here I come with dirty towels, and we're lopping up water and wringing them out, and lopping up water and wringing them out. And yeah, the tub drained though. Oh, so I called the landlord and left him a voicemail. He apparently was busy, indisposed, and he texted me back and said he was coming to look at it, and apparently the screws that hold that little disc thing down were rusted and broken, and he tried to go get the part to replace it, but they didn't have a big enough one, and so he's got to go do, and that store was closing. And so he's gonna have to go back to a different store when he gets off work tomorrow at noon. So there you go. Lots of adventure going on around here. Lots of adventure. So yeah, I had to look at Will and I said, you know what? At least it wasn't pouring out of the ceiling, the water, because we've had that before. That's happened to us before. We had pipes the first year we were here in 2022, and the temperatures dipped down into like the single digits, and redid the faucets, but old plumbing, and a pipe busted in the attic. I didn't know there was plumbing in the attic. I never lived in a place that had plumbing in the attic before, so that was weird to me. But yeah, because I was sleeping, and Johnny come in here and he's like, Mom, the ceiling's raining. And this is Johnny's affect. He's autistic. My youngest son, 25-year-old son, is high functioning autistic. So that's just his affect. Mom, there's water coming down from the ceiling. Just as calm as he can be. And he had already grabbed empty plastic tote boxes and put it under as many places as he could to, take up the water. But yeah. So yeah, we've already been through that situation. That got remedied. It took about 2 weeks to get our water back on. That was not fun. No, that was not fun at all. But we managed. But yeah, it took a while because it was an issue. It was a big issue. Because when they found one thing, they found another and another and another, and yeah. So yep, lots of issues here with the plumbing in this old house. And my landlord, who doesn't have enough time or money to fix everything. So anyway, so hopefully tomorrow he'll come back and he'll fix that. I did check and they can still use the toilet in there, but none of us are going to use the tub until he figures it out. We can put a shower head on the little shower here in my little bathroom bathroom that's over here, but I'd have to move all the yarn totes out of that shower. It's just like a little box, walk-in shower, but it fits several totes, 2 rows of totes. Storage, you had to use storage where you can get it, right? Yeah, you do. But anyway, back to the yarn. Sorry, I sidetracked. Squirrel. But this is the yarn I'm using for the new top. Lord help me. But I've had this yarn for a while. This was gifted to me by a subscriber, and she sent me 6 cakes of this beautiful yarn. This is am I looking at that right? Yeah, peach blossom. Oh, and I probably mentioned how I was looking at getting some of this color, and I absolutely love this color. I mean, it's got everything. It's got turquoise and this peach color, and then this other little, I get, it's somewhere between yellow and tan. And then it's got some green, and this, I guess you would say that's a muted coral. I would call that muted coral. And then you've got a couple of different shades of green in here. And, oh, it's just lovely. And, of course, it's Karen cotton cake, and a 60% cotton and 40% acrylic. And it's 530 yards per cake. So we'll see how this goes. Hopefully I don't end up frogging it, but if I can't fix this wonkiness, I'm thinking after another, let's see, this is 4 rows here. No, that's not 4, that's 3. maybe after one more row of the V-stitch, I will go ahead and throw in a solid row of solid stitches. I may have to put like single crochets here over these here, and then put a half double crochet in between here, or you know, I'm just gonna play with the stitches until I get it, you know, get some structure in there, and do that every so many rows. Do a little structured row to kind of just give it that structure and keep it from looking all cattywampus. So I would just play with it, and I'll keep y'all updated. But this will work up quick once I get into a rhythm. I'm in the figuring it out stage, and I'm super close to frogging it, because I'm you know, as much as I really liked this ribbing setup down here, I'm not sure it's quite working with the V-stitches. But maybe after I put that row of structure in there, it might all come together for me. So we will just have to see how it works. I will, you know me and my night owl ways. I will be figuring it out. Either I'll figure it out, or I'll frog it and start it again doing something else. I don't know. But I really, after doing that friendship shawl with that stitch, I just really wanted to put it in a top. So that's what I'm gonna do. Because I like working that stitch, and because it's very easy and it's very therapeutic in a way, you know. So double crochet, chain one, 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. How easy is that? So that to me is mindless and relaxing, and that's why I got into crochet, because it was relaxing to most people. So that's why I don't do all them complicated things. If it doesn't properly flow, you know, then I'm not gonna, if I have to stop and remember what I'm doing, why? We flying by the seat of our pants around here. Marching to the beat of my own drum. I have since day one, and I will continue to do so, because that's what makes me happy. And everybody else seems to kind of enjoy it too. You seem to enjoy my journey too. So we will figure all this out. Last night when I was going to get this yarn, because it was behind the chair. When I pulled the chair out to get this yarn, this chair doesn't weigh very much, so I'm not hurting myself by moving it out. But I had to move a bunch of other stuff first, and then when I moved the chair out, I found a mess. So then I had to do some putting up of yarn. I put up the heavier that I love this cotton from Hobby Lobby. It's a bit of a heavier cotton. That's why I decided to go with the Karen Cotton Cake, because it's pretty thin. It's a very thin 4, and I'm using a 5.5 millimeter. I think it recommends a 5, probably. That sounds about right. Yeah, 5 millimeter. Yeah, but I'm using a 5.5, an eye hook, because I wanted it to have some more drape. I thought about using a 6, but I think I'm just going to stick with the 5.5, and I think it'll have plenty of drape that way. I think that's big enough. If I end up frogging it for whatever reason, then I'll try it with a 6. But I'm not stopping now. I'm going to try to put that. I'm going to do one more row of the V-stitch and the double V's, and then I'll put me a structure roll in there and see how I can see if that doesn't square everything up for me. And then I'll do 4 rows, then a structure row, 4 rows, and then, you know, and stack it like that. And that should still make it very pretty. So that's the goal anyway. I'm sure y'all will sound off in the comments and tell me what you think. I don't want to promise a tutorial on this, because I really don't know if this is going to be a successful top or not. But if it does end up being very successful and very easy, then I will do my best to put a tutorial together for y'all, because a lot of people have the Karen Cotton Cakes, and they stripe up beautifully. You don't, no color changes, no ends to tie in. Not that I mind tying in ends. I don't mind it. I don't mind tucking ends. I just don't. But this changes color on its own for you, so you don't have to do any of that, making it a much easier project. And I know a lot of us have Karen Cotton Cakes in stash, or self-striping cakes. of some sort. It doesn't have to be a cotton acrylic yarn. It doesn't have to. You can use a 3-weight yarn, because this should be close. Because this yarn is close to a 3-weight anyway, so it should be fine. But we'll get into that later when I figure out if it's going to work. But I'm excited. I'm excited to create something pretty and completely out of my own brain. But hopefully we can get it together and have something pretty boho style. Because that's why I made it so wide, so that I could make it, flowy. Flowy. It's gonna be flowy. Because to me that's what boho is, a lot of nice flowy type shirts and blouses and cardigans and dusters and that sort of thing. To me that's boho. So I hope y'all have a wonderful night. I so enjoyed visiting with y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed visiting with me, and maybe you made a little progress on your project or whatever you're doing while you're listening to me. It's going to be another hot one tomorrow. They got this heat advisory out the whole weekend, so hopefully, and next week is supposed to be in the mid-90s, which is still pretty hot, but it's not triple-digit heat like we've had this week and that we're supposed to have this weekend. So crossing our fingers that we get through this heat advisory for the weekend, and maybe we'll have a better week next week. Maybe it'll be cooler next weekend, hopefully, when I go out to the sticks where Eva's at. But I love y'all so much, and so does Jesus. And of course, please remember to adopt, don't shop. Your best friend could be waiting for you at the shelter or the rescue. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye now.